Hi friends, today I'm going to review for you the new Dior Holiday 2024 makeup collection. I'm going to share with you my picks. I'm going to share with you the pros, the cons of the collection. This is going to be a full review because I've already tested the products, I've used them. So I can share with you my thoughts and opinion about this makeup collection. I'm going to share with you my regrets as well. And I'm going to show you a demo of how I created this look. It took me just a few minutes. And let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here and if you enjoy honest beauty talks, please take a moment to subscribe. I would love to welcome you to our community. And if you're returning, welcome back, beautiful friends. You know I have been anticipating this clutch palette. I have been waiting for this clutch palette for a couple of months and I was finally able to get my hands on this one. I usually love Dior's clutch palettes. Now before I start this video, I want to show you the products that I'm going to show you in this video. So this clutch palette I also have the Dior Holiday Backstage eyeshadow palette in Celestial Purple, and I also have 5 lipsticks from the holiday collection. One more thing that I'm going to show you in this video is this holiday set from Givenchy that I'm going to try. I tried for the first time in this video when I was creating the makeup look, so I'm going to share with you my thoughts on this one as well. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting with the star of Dior's Holiday 2024 makeup collection. In my opinion, this is definitely this beautiful clutch palette, the Dior Holiday clutch palette. For some reason, I'm very attracted to these limited edition eyeshadow palettes. Face and eyes palettes actually from Dior. I have here in the background last year's holiday palette. I was very happy about it. I really enjoyed using it and I was very excited to get this one. I even paid more for this palette because I wanted to get it from abroad because it was in delay here and I wanted to get it as soon as possible. Initially I thought that I'm going to do like a first impression review, but then I wanted to use the palette for a little while so that I can share with you the pros and the cons of this palette. So it is beautiful. Now the opening is a little bit more extraordinary this year, so this is how it opens. And here on the inside of the palette, you have 2 highlighters. One is a cool, the other one is a warm toned highlighter. You have 2 blushes, a 5-color eyeshadow palette, and then you have also 4 lip colors from Dior. To me, these Dior palettes always feel very festive and always put me in the mood to celebrate. Now, one of the reasons why I love these clutch palettes is that they have all-in-one. It is a festive piece. It's something that inspires me to celebrate. But one of the main advantages of this kind of clutch palette for me is that I can use every single product here. Now this year, I think that the color selection is beautiful. You have a neutral eyeshadow palette with colors that are going to suit a lot of different skin tones. And what I love here is that this kind of eyeshadow palette, these kind of eyeshadows, they are going to suit very fair, very light skin tones to medium, deep medium skin tones because of these rich colors here, and you can mix and match the colors the way you want to. Now the design, the embossing is so beautiful that I had a hard time to touch the palette for the first time. It is something really to cherish for the holidays, and it's an eyeshadow piece that helps you to celebrate, or at least to me, it helps me to celebrate and to get in the mood for Christmas and for celebration, any kind of celebration. Another advantage of the eyeshadow of this kind of palette is that I think that these are not typical holiday colors. This is the kind of colors and the kind of makeup that I'm going to use all year round. So for me, it's absolutely worth the splurge, worth the investment. Another thing that I want to say right away is that I don't think that any of these colors are going to get a hard pan easily. So you know that with the newer makeup that we have, we often hit a hard pan. These colors, all of them, I don't think that I'm going to get a hard pan. These are not this kind of colors. Now I was most attracted to this highlighter, and one of them is pink. It's almost like this beautiful unicorn pink color. Now this is not creamy. The textures of the highlighters are not creamy buttery. They are more powdery and sheer. So it's like a sheer powder. It's like a dust almost, and I really like those. I really like the 2 options that we have. Now the pink one has tiny little glitters, and the gold one, this is almost like a medium gold highlighter. So the gold one is more smooth. It does not have visible shimmers, visible glitters, whereas the pink one has tiny little shimmers, and you're going to see that on the face. You're going to see on the demo as well. The way I like to apply the pinkish highlighter is I like to use either my fingertip and just press it into the skin, or I like to use it with a brush, pressing it into the skin so that I can get more impact. And if you brush it, you're going to get more of the glittery effect. Now the glittery effect is subtle in a way that I can wear this safely in the office, and I've worn this already at work. the glitters are going to be visible when the sun hits your face, but it's nothing major, you know, it's nothing that I wouldn't wear every single day. So it's a nice texture. Now the two blushes are to die for this year. I know I'm going to use these for years probably, because this color here is a beautiful pink that we used to have, Dior used to have in a makeup collection that I loved years and years ago. It was probably around 8 years ago. They used to have Glowing Gardens makeup collection, and they used to have a limited edition blush that was very similar to this one. So now seeing this blush, I was so happy because this is quite a unique color. It's very fresh. It suits a lot of different skin tones, and it just brings so much life to the skin. Again, the blush is quite powdery. It's like a light powder, but I can very easily get the color. So you can see this one probably on my finger. You're going to see also on the demo how I very easily with one swipe I can get the color. Now the nude blush is not easy to swatch. It's not made to be swatched that much, or maybe it just matches my skin tone quite well. But once I applied on my face, I have been using this one daily. So this is one of my most used blushes lately. And then we are moving on to the eyeshadow palette. The colors are absolutely beautiful, suitable for any season if you ask me, but you can do very successfully a festive look. They don't have visible shimmers. So the only full matte color here is this one, which is like a velvet matte color. I love the texture of the eyeshadows. They are not like those really super dense eyeshadows that you're going to see in Natasha Denona kind of eyeshadows or Pat McGrath kind of eyeshadows. It's a Dior, so it's what you're going to expect from a Dior eyeshadow palette. But each of them swatches beautifully, and I don't think that they're going to get a hard pan, so I'm all excited to use this palette. And then we're moving on to the lip colors. The lip colors are beautiful. I think that this would make a perfect gift for any makeup lover, because the whole experience of unboxing it and discovering the colors, it truly gets me excited. And considering that I have a nice, like a big makeup collection, I try a lot of makeup as well, but I never get as excited. When I was unboxing this, when I was fast trying this out, I got so excited. And that's why I think that this is going to be an excellent gift for any makeup lover, that they're going to cherish, they're going to love. But mainly I would say gift for yourself, because we deserve something special. Now, what is the downside of this palette? Now, the downside could be because you have eyeshadows, blushes, highlighters, and lipsticks. And maybe one of the main downsides that a lot of people think is going to be the presence of lipsticks in this palette, because once you start using the colors with your brush, using the powders, some of the powders might get on the lipsticks. So what I like to do here is use the palette upside down. Instead of starting to use the palette and the eyeshadows like this, when you use it, just turn it upside down. If you turn it like this, the powders are not going to get into the lipsticks. And for me, this is a minor inconvenience that I can live with this inconvenience, because this is a holiday piece. It's limited edition and I want to have something special in my collection. It just makes me happy. The packaging makes me happy. I think that the colors make me happy. I know that I'm going to use each of the products here, probably part of the lipsticks, let's be honest, because I just have so many lipsticks, so many Dior lipsticks as well, that I'm probably going to not use the lipsticks. But also this is the box that it comes in. It's really nice, really an exquisite piece. Next, we're moving on to another one of my favorite holiday releases, and this is the Backstage eyeshadow palette in Celestial Purple. I think this is a very beautiful piece, and by far it's my favorite Backstage eyeshadow palette. It is exactly what you're going to expect from the Backstage line. It has minimalistic packaging. You can see the colors because this is a makeup line that was created for makeup artists, and for them it's very convenient to be able to see the colors. But I think that it's a beautiful palette for everyone. It's my favorite Backstage palette so far, which I think I'm going to use a lot. So the colors, again, exactly what you are going to expect from Dior. They are not extremely pigmented. So if you're expecting Natasha Denona, again, Pat McGrath, this kind of eyeshadows that are super pigmented, creamy, and then you dip your finger and you swatch and swatch and swatch and swatch, it's not what you're going to get. You're going to get a typical Dior eyeshadow palette with really nice subtle colors that can be used by beginners, and it's beginner friendly. One of the reasons why I wanted this palette and why I have been enjoying this palette a lot is that you have a roll of neutrals. You have a roll of these very fashionable trending colors at the moment, which are pinks and purples, and this one is this deep color. It's absolutely stunning, which is like a velvet color. And then you have a roll of this grayish colors in this deep blue color, again very trending this year. The biggest surprise in this eyeshadow palette for me is this color. Dior's Backstage palettes are usually going to have one color that doesn't have any embossing. It means that it's either a base or a topper, and lately they have been doing a topper. Now the toppers of Dior's Backstage eyeshadow palettes are usually quite glittery, hard to get, hard to pick up with a brush, and hard to use on their own because they're basically only glitter. This is the biggest surprise for me because this color is divine. It's angelic, beautiful, and I can get it with my fingertip. I can use only this color alone on my eyelid. And one tip from me, a tip that I shared with you when I reviewed Chanel's Holiday 2024 makeup collection, you can get this color here because it's this beautiful silver which has glittery particles, and you can apply a lip oil and apply this color with your finger on top to create the most unique, exquisite, unicorn kind of lip oil. So if you haven't seen this trick that I shared with you, go ahead and watch this video, my review of Chanel, because with this trick you can like double the amount of lipsticks, lip colors that you have just by using a simple lip oil. So I'm going to link the video here. Go ahead and watch it. You can apply the same trick right here. So I couldn't be happier with these colors. They look beautiful. Again, my favorite Backstage eyeshadow palette. I'm certainly going to do a video showing you some looks with this palette because I feel inspired, and I have had this palette for the probably more than 2 weeks. I just didn't have the time to film a video on it, but you can mix and match the colors, and I think that this is one of the most beautiful creations for this holiday season. And another benefit of this eyeshadow palette is that, again, beginner friendly, not like Chanel. Like Chanel's Holiday eyeshadow palette this year, you need a little bit of creativity, you need a little bit to think. It's not going to suit absolutely everyone. You have to work a little bit to make it work. With this one, this works for you. The kind of makeup that works for you. This one and this one, again, the kind of makeup that works for you. You don't work for it. This works for you, which is excellent. It's something that I have always been saying, that luxury makeup should work for us, not the other way around. And we're moving on to the lipsticks. I have 3 of the sequin lipsticks, the lipsticks that became viral last year and I couldn't try them. This year I purchased one, and after that I purchased 2 more. So these 3 colors, I'm so happy to have them that I did a whole video on these 3 colors. I'm going to link it here. Please go ahead and watch the video because some of you might miss this beautiful creation from Dior because they have dry lips. Now this is the liquid lipstick from Dior that has the teeniest amount of shimmering particles on the lips. It looks quite unique. It's absolutely beautiful. It can be used every single day and also for a holiday look. Now, choosing the colors, it all depends on you. The only color that I probably wouldn't recommend is Twinkle, which is a little bit challenging, just like Beige Couture, which is a color that I have from Dior. I did not buy this one, Twinkle, because I thought that it's almost like resembles too much Dior Beige Couture, which is a little bit harder to wear for a lot of people. It makes them look a little bit thick and washed out. But other than that, all of the colors are so beautiful. When I was choosing these colors for myself, I wanted to get the most of my money. So I wanted the kind of colors that I can wear every single day, at work even, and then also for a festive look. And I don't regret. If they make more colors that suit my skin tone and that I can wear daily, I'm definitely going to be buying them. I'm very tempted to buy maybe the iconic red here, but I know that I'm only going to use this kind of glittery red for a holiday look, so that's why probably I'm going to skip it. Then I purchased the 2 colors that I liked from their holiday releases, so they have this limited edition packaging which is to die for, and I got the 2 colors that I think I am going to wear. So my favorite one is the rosy color. I've already shown these colors. The rosy one is my favorite, but I also purchased the coral. These are absolutely beautiful. They have also the iconic 999 color, which I already have in them. Non-limited edition packaging. It's a beautiful red. And then the deeper color, the deepest color is just too dark for me. I know that I'm not going to wear it. I have a ton of these kind of colors. I really love them so much, but then I end up not wearing them because of my fair complexion, and I know that it's going to be a waste for me. But if you have deeper skin tone, I would recommend these colors. Again, the embossing is So beautiful. And let's see if I can actually use, the packaging. Is okay, these are refillable actually. Okay, so you can put any of your other lipsticks into this limited edition case, which is excellent. Regrets about Dior's Holiday 2024 makeup collection. Now, my first regret is going to be buying the coral lipstick. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Not that I don't love it, I love it. It's beautiful, but it's just so pale. And on the photos on Dior's website, I thought that this is going to be a little bit like another Dior color that I have. So I'm going to swatch it here. It's like a pinkish coral lipstick. This is it. And it's quite pale, so it doesn't really, like, it looks nice, but I know that this is one of the lipsticks that I'm not really going to wear. This is one of my regrets. So I want to show you one of the permanent Dior lipsticks. This one is so much better. So if you still haven't purchased this one, the other one that I'm going to recommend is, I'm going to write all of the products that I'm mentioning in the description box because these are refillable and they are a little bit harder to get the colors. So the color of the one that I'm recommending is 365. Again, this is a coral, but it has this little reflective particles and it just looks incredibly flattering. So this is the one that I recommend. You can see that the holiday collection, it does have more pink, but this one, maybe it depends on your skin tone, but this one looks so much better on me. So maybe if you have cool skin tone, go for the holiday lipstick. If you're like me and you lean more warm and when you start to tan, even olive, I would recommend 365. It's one of the best colors that I have in my whole makeup collection. Let me just show you how they look. So let me go ahead and show you the two colors. Okay, so this is how they look. And before I forget, I just wanted to mention the nail polish that I have today. I love it so much and I completely ruined it because I did my nails and then I started to, choose the products for this video. I started moving my camera, my microphone, and I ruined my nail. But the color is so beautiful and so unique. Not sure if the camera is going to do justice to this color, but it is so beautiful. And this is actually a combination of two of my favorite nail polishes. So one is by Cura Bazaar and the other one is Chanel. I'm going to write those two in the description. So one is Fuji and the other one is the limited edition from Chanel. You can still get this one. So right now I have this one first and then Chanel, and the combination is so beautiful. And I ruined it. I have to redo this nail because I started filming and everything, just this nail ruined. Next, we're moving on to my other regret for Dior's Holiday 2024 makeup collection. I regret not getting this palette here because it has beautiful, almost like purple colors. And I still can fix that because it's still available. I can still get this one. I think it's going to be beautiful because it has this gorgeous pink, a little bit of purple, and it has this taupey brown color that is to die for. I saw it in store and we don't have a discount on this palette now. It's quite pricey because it's limited edition. So here in Europe, they are even a little bit pricier depending on the country, but they usually come in a little bit pricier than in the US. And I'm probably going to get this one because I really, really love this palette. And the eyeshadows that we have here, they are a little bit more warm and they don't have the purple. So I think that I might add this one to my collection because also it comes in a limited edition gold packaging, which is so beautiful. So this is my other regret. And my last regret for Dior's holiday collection is that I didn't purchase the nail polish with the golden sparkles. I think that this is going to be an excellent color for a topper on top of a classic red nail polish. So probably these are the two pieces that I'm going to be buying next from the holiday collection if I get a discount. But I promised to myself, because I spent way too much lately on mostly on fashion purchases and also some makeup, beauty. But if I get a discount, I'm going to buy these two pieces. I'm going to buy the nail polish and the eyeshadow palette, and this is going to be it. Now, I wanted to give you a quick review of this little holiday set from Givenchy. I think that this one is excellent for a gift. I just tried it. It's beautiful. The lipstick is really a nice classic red color. Let's go ahead and swatch it just not to ruin it. Okay, so this is the red color. I think that it's going to suit absolutely everyone. This is like a deep red color. For some reason it appears a little bit paler on my arm now, but it's like their classic red shade, which is so incredibly beautiful for the holiday season. And this is actually a lot. I had from these mini lipsticks in the past and they actually last for quite a while. And also this mascara. This is, I think, excellent for a gift. You're going to see in the demo how this looks on my eyelashes, but I think that this kind of mascara is going to be excellent for a topper, like as a second coat of mascara. For anyone who's not wearing false lashes, these kind of ones work beautifully to give additional volume, length to the lashes and more impact. So overall, I'm very happy with all of my purchases from Dior, with, as I mentioned, the only little exception is going to be the coral lipstick. But I know that I'm going to use it. I'm just not the happiest about it. And I would exchange, like if I were in the US, let's say, I would exchange the coral lipstick from the holiday collection for the gold nail polish or for the eyeshadow palette. So this is like very European problems. If you swatch something, you can't return it anymore, and I wish I could return this one because it's not the perfect color for me, but that's going to be it. I'm very happy overall with everything that I purchased, and now let's move on to the demo. So let me go ahead and start with today's makeup look. I've already done my base and I'm very minimalistic with my makeup routine lately. I have been loving to use these two primers from Dior and I don't have any foundation on, so I have the Velvet Veil Primer all over my face, just a light layer, and mostly I concentrate in the center of my face because it blurs pores beautifully. And then I also use the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. I use it right here on the high points of my face and also in the middle of my nose. This is the only base that I have today. And then for my under eye area, I'm using a combination of my Sisley concealer pen and also the Guerlain concealer pen. So I'm using the Sisley all over my under eye area because this is the place where I need a little bit more help, and then I use the Guerlain concealer on this part of my eyes, the very inner corners where I have some more visible darkness. So this is what I have on my face, and also a little bit of Guerlain loose powder, which is my current favorite. I have a review of this powder, so in case you're interested, I'm going to link it here. And let me go ahead and start with my makeup. Now, the first thing that I want to show you here is this highlighter, which I was mostly excited for this highlighter here, but it does have some tiny little shimmery particles. So have been using this one lately. I just wanted to show you how it looks on my skin, and mostly I like to tap this one with my finger just to get the color. If I apply this one with a brush, it becomes more glittery. So usually what I like to do here is I like to use this kind of more like pressing motion I like to use with this highlighter because it is divine, it's beautiful, it's like a holiday highlighter, so it does have this glittery particles. They are going to be visible when you go in direct sunlight, but when I press it, just like so, into my skin, it is less visible, whereas if you swipe with the highlighter, it is going to be more glittery and you're going to get less of that pigment. So this is what I wanted to show you, and I think that it looks beautiful actually. I really like it. So I'm going to be using the same brush. I'm just going to clean it in the back of my hand. Same brush, and I want to show you this beautiful pink. Now this color is stunning here, the beige, the nude blush is absolutely stunning, but I want to use the pink now just to show you. Like this palette, I know that I'm going to be using it all seasons and all year round. This is the reason why I'm always so excited about these Dior palettes, and this is, I get the color right away on my cheeks. This is basically the amount that I want. So for the eyeshadows, I'm just going to be very basic. I'm going to start with the gold in the middle, and I usually like to apply this color. This is so soft, beautiful, easy to apply. So I'm just fast using my fingertip to apply this one all over my eyelids. And after that, I'm going to use a brush to get a more precise blending, but I usually start with my fingers. I love these colors. They blend beautifully. For me, this is everything that I want from eyeshadows. So I'm going to be using some of my favorite brushes. I'm going to link them in the description box. And these are from Refro, which are currently having a sale. So I'm using the brush number 1. I love this beautiful gold color. It's one of my favorites. Then I'm getting the brown and I'm going to place this on the outer part of my eye. Now, one of my favorite things about Dior eyeshadows, these kind of eyeshadows, is that I'm very happy that I don't see, I think that all of the colors here, the blushes, the highlighters, the eyeshadows, they are not going to get a hard pan, which is something very important for me. They have a really nice, decent quality. They are not creamy, buttery, soft, but they're more like light powdery, slightly powdery, but I don't find them to have a fallout. So if you want to avoid any kind of powders falling on top of the lipsticks, just turn the palette upside down. So instead of using it like this, you can go ahead and turn it like this, because that's how when you put your brush inside the eyeshadows and inside the powders, you're not going to get powders on the lipsticks, which I know that it's an issue for some people. So just going ahead with the brown. Next, I'm going to be taking the deeper brown here and intensifying the outer part of my upper lash line. I want to use a little bit of kohl eyeliner. This one is from Westman Atelier and it's in brown. And this one is perfect. Now with an eyeliner brush, I'm dipping into these two colors, the deeper colors, and I'm going to smudge the line that I just did. So I'm taking the two colors together, blending them on the back of my hand, or you can choose just one of the colors if you want to. I'm just going to smudge the line. Now I'm dipping into the dark brown, taking the color on the back of my hand, and I'm going to line my lower lash line. Now I want to make the look softer, so I'm dipping into this color here. This is the lighter brown. Taking this white pearlescent, very light pearlescent color, I'm going to apply this one in the inner corners of my eyes and also the lower inner corner. Just bringing a certain amount of light to the eye. And before I curl my eyelashes, I'm taking a clean brush to make sure that I'm going to blend everything. And this is just the quickest makeup look. It just takes me like a couple of minutes to create if I'm not talking. And this is the reason why I love this palette so much, because it doesn't take me any time. And it's perfect, I think, for someone who is a working professional or even a stay-at-home mom that wants to do her makeup very quickly and look nice put together without having those really intense, super intense colors that Natasha Denona makes, which they are nice sometimes, but not my cup of tea, honestly. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes now. I'm gonna make sure to give my lashes a good curl, and then I'm going to go back and enhance the crease a little bit more. Now, once my lashes are curled, I'm always going to go back and enhance my crease a little bit, because when your lashes are curled, you can see very well where your crease color should be, and it somehow helps to open up the eye even more and to maybe sculpt the eye in a way that you want to. So I'm dipping into this soft brown color here, because this is my most used color to actually sculpt my eye. It just fits beautifully my skin tone. And if you have deeper skin tone, use any of the other brown colors. So I'm just going to go right here back and forth to enhance my crease color just a little bit more. So I would say definitely try this trick. Definitely try map your crease color first, and after you curl your eyelashes, just go back to define your crease a little bit more, because when your lashes are curled, you're going to see where the crease color should be, and you're going to see any minor mistakes that you might have made and some little enhancements. So it's so easy to work. Now I'm cleaning the brush in the back of my hand and then just using it to go back and forth with a clean brush this time, just to blend. Now for the eyelashes, I have something exciting. I purchased this holiday set from Givenchy. We're going to try this one now together with this mascara from Givenchy, which I think is going to be excellent for my second coat of mascara. Now the first coat of mascara for me is going to be the Givenchy L'Interdit mascara, which I like actually. So initially, when I purchased this mascara, I told you that I love it. Then after that, I shared in a video that I really don't like it because it doesn't do that much for my lashes. I was expecting more. And then approximately 2 months after using the mascara, it started to look great on my lashes, but still I don't know how to assess it because it's a luxury mascara. And usually the main difference between luxury and drugstore mascaras is that with drugstore mascaras, you really have to give the mascara like a month, a couple of months for them to work and to actually look good. You know what? I'm actually going to apply some lip oil in the meantime because I'm drinking coffee and I noticed that the coffee is starting to stain my lips. Okay, that's going to be better. So I was saying with drugstore mascaras, you usually have to wait for a month to 2 months to get to that sweet point where the mascara actually looks beautiful on the eyes. And with this mascara, I find that it's the same. So that's why I cannot like give it a high rating. I wouldn't like rate it like 10 out of 10 because it looks beautiful, but 2 months after I started using it, and I will be about to declutter it soon. So let's do one coat of this on my lashes. My lashes are not in the best condition now because I think that they are in a period of, currently they are in a period of shedding. So they are normally going to be longer. I find them to be a little bit shorter at the moment and not as thick as they usually are. They, just like here, they have periods of shedding. Just once again taking my hair out of the way. So let's go ahead and unbox this. I'm very excited for this set from Givenchy. This is the packaging, how the packaging looks. Okay, so here we have a full-size mascara and a mini-size lipstick. The lipstick is from the Rouge Interdit line. This one is so cute. I think it's going to be a perfect holiday red lipstick. Let me go ahead and show you the brush. I think that this wand is going to be perfect for getting short lashes. And I would usually use these kind of mascaras for a second coat, just to... This is the first time that I'm using this mascara, so obviously I think it's not going to have the best result. Revlon used to have a similar mascara in the past that I used to love, and I was using it on top of Le Volume de Chanel, and it would give me the best lashes, almost like false lash effect. So let's see if this is going to be similar. So let me know what you think in the comments. I did not get the effect that I was hoping for, but this is the very first use of the mascara, so I'm going to give it some time. I was expecting more, but still the first use, when you use mascara for the first time, you can't really tell, can you? I think the problem is with my lashes. It's just that my lashes currently are not in the best condition. For that reason, they are shedding. There are periods of time, and usually it's around this time of the year, the late fall season, when my lashes start to shed a little bit. And after that, they grow back normal, thick and long. But now, I can't really tell. I'm not like the best person to test new mascaras when my lashes are not like normal. So this is what we have. And then I'm going to use Dazzle. This is one of my favorite colors from Dior's Holiday collection. I really like this one. And I have a whole video showing you my tips on how to use these colors, because if you have dry or sensitive lips, I have some tips to make these lipsticks work for you. I love the effect. I think that they are quite extraordinary, and I'm absolutely, like, I couldn't be happier with my purchase. I have the 3 colors. And I'm really happy with those because I can wear them in the office and for holiday looks as well. So I'm going to get the most of my money. So I'm not going to be sharing my application tips here because you can go ahead and watch my video, a dedicated video that I made. It's not a long video. Okay guys, and this is what the lipstick looks like, and it immediately, it's now, this is Dazzle, is a color that is, for some people it's going to be a nude color. For my skin tone, it's a very statement color. Like, it's like a brown color that has a little bit of reddish. It's so beautiful, it's so extraordinary, and it immediately affects my skin tone. So one of the reasons why I'm so happy with my purchases about these lipsticks is that number 100 Dreams is my absolute favorite. For my skin tone, it is my perfect nude color, but Dazzle is my other favorite. I also have Liaison. I like Liaison as well. But the reason why Dreams is my favorite is because I don't have to think about Dreams, because it's like my lips but better kind of color. And Dazzle, the reason why I love it is because it always color corrects my skin tone. So I'm not sure if the camera is actually going to catch this whole difference that is happening on my face now, but even if I don't wear the tiniest amount of makeup and I apply Dazzle, it is a statement color on my skin tone, and it immediately makes my skin look brighter, and it makes me look more well rested. So again, I have a whole video showing you how to use these colors, because they can be challenging for people who have dry or sensitive lips. You might find them to be drying. So I have tips on how to use them. In case you're interested, go ahead and watch this video. I would highly recommend those lipsticks. They are extraordinarily beautiful. And I think that I'm going to apply a little bit more blush. I'm actually going to take the nude blush here, because I think it's going to look better with this look. So I'm taking some on my brush and then just going to go ahead and use it here on my face. I love the nude blush. Sometimes you can mix the two blushes if you want to, or use just one of them. It's all up to you. Okay, but all I can say is that I'm in love. Traditionally, like this palette, these clutch palettes from Dior, it just makes me happy. It's like the start of the holiday season for me, and I think that it looks beautiful. I don't have to think really when I want to use this palette. I just can mix and match, and everything looks beautiful because it's very subtle, and it's beginner friendly. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to be afraid that if you make the smallest mistake, it is not going to suit you. And they are universally flattering. So this is going to be my finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below what is on your wish list. What are the products that you purchased from this makeup collection? I can't wait to chat with you. And until next time, bye.